So you're
What?
live.
Hello, my
Oh,
lovelies, and welcome to Painting with Misty and Women. Sorry, we've been kind of running a little bit crazy behind the scenes because this is a special night. We are doing the CROI, which is the Children's Rescue Organization International. Did I get that right?
You're very close. Children's Rescue Outreach International.
Outreach.
So we call it CROI.
CROI. So we are, all three of us were issued a challenge box sent to us. And if y'all don't know who that person is, that is Stacy Acoin. And you've heard me speak of her quite frequently, but she's the one that sent Bug and Sue their pizza box. I got stuff thrown on me at my shop. I didn't even get a pizza box. And
Can we give her a shout out too?
Go ahead.
If you watch the Halloween episode, Stacy is who did Crysta's makeup.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's associate there.
Yes.
Okay. Very
good. Stacy, one of Stacy's side hustles, because she's awesome. She's a furniture painter. She does all these little knickknacks and arts and crafts, and she does face painting for children. She does sign language for the deaf in her community. There's so much. There's Stacy's such a good heart, and I love her. But the evil side, the black heart of Stacy Acoin, has come out at me with this challenge. And so that's what we are doing. Yeah,
the claws just came out.
Yeah, rare. And so that is what this is. So real quick, you know Stacy, you know Sue, you know Bug, me. Real quick, let me show you what was in the box that we have to work with. Sorry, I got stuff everywhere. We got this 48-piece puzzle. We had 5 items. And we have to use 3 out of the 5 on our box. So, real quick, you know Stacy, you know Sue, you know. Oh, geez, I didn't turn my tablet down. I was like, I stopped.
Surround sound.
Y'all are talking, and it's me. That is the puzzle that we got. It's a 48-piece puzzle, and put that there. We each got a kit, like a little kid's woodworking kit. Sue, you got the airplane?
Yeah.
Bug, you got the car? Or no, you got the bird feeder.
Yeah.
And I got the sailboat. We all got this wire wheel. We all got wood blocks, these little teeny tiny wood blocks. And then we all got a plastic placemat. And the thing is that it had to be small enough to be shippable without, being $400 or $500 to ship. Now for Bug and Sue, which Sue's already lost, the challenge was to find something that you could reuse your pizza box and stick it back in the pizza box and ship it to the next person.
Wait a minute, I'm being graded on this?
Sue lost. Anyway, you lost because I don't know what's coming up next, but I just need somebody else to lose a couple of these things because I have a feeling that they're going to be pointed at me. So Sue lost this one. Since I didn't have that requirement because I didn't get a pizza box. So my item that I am going to be upcycling and for this challenge is I have this beautiful jewelry box.
Sue's ready with her hammer.
This will fit the pizza box.
That's not mandatory.
Okay.
Oh, nice, Crysta. Very cool.
And it is green velvet lined, and I'll take this out because there's the bottom drawer that goes in there, and it's a ring drawer down there. It does have brass hardware on it. I've taken the hardware off of this drawer, but it is solid brass hardware. This is an extremely nice vintage jewelry box.
Do you think the little parts in the bottom would be tall enough if you did like those little essential oils? Would they be tall enough to fit that in there?
Okay, somebody else take over because I got some essential oils here. I'll go find out.
Oh, die.
Bug, are we going to introduce ourselves tonight at all?
Go ahead, Bug.
You want us to do that? I just realized we didn't do that.
Go for it.
Okay. Hey guys, I'm Christina, aka Bug. I'm an Elite Dixie Belle retailer. I have 2 booths, one at 1477 Roswell Road at the Merritt Antique Mall, and one at 5101 Suite 2 in Canton, Georgia at the Holly Market. Tonight, obviously, I'm working on my challenge piece, which, do you want us to even tell us what it is, or tell y'all what it is?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to tell a whole lot. I'm just going to show you what I'm working with. This is what I'm working with.
Show
That's
us what
all
you're
I'm
working with.
Show you. Yeah, so I'm working with this right here. Okay. And that's all I'm gonna say. And then as always, I'm drinking my fizzy water. Spicy water, excuse
Your
me.
spicy water.
Spicy.
All right, Sue, tell them what you doing, girl.
All right. Well, I'm not drinking, but I should be. My name's
I know, right?
Sue.
We all should be.
I'm the owner of Nana's Antique and Paint Boutique, located in Sevierville, Tennessee, inside the Flea Trader's Paradise, 1907 Winfield Dunn Parkway, where I sell Dixie Belle paint and I do my custom furniture and craft items.
Tell us about your project.
My project is 3 canisters, wooden canisters with stay seal lids that I found in a house that they were cleaning out. So there you go.
Cool.
So, question, when these go up for sale, are we allowed to buy each other's?
Yes.
Hey, highest bid.
Right?
Hey, money's money. When it comes to the non-for-profit, they'll take it.
There
I
you
am
go.
not going to make these look like canisters for the kitchen.
Oh,
Awesome.
fun.
So real quick, Kat Wright is on. Tammy Martin says, woohoo, hello, ladies. Eva Girl is on. She says, hi, ladies. Jackie Garrett is on. She says, hi, ladies. Jessie Prentice, she's in Australia. She says, hi, beautiful ladies. Ann from Indiana says, hi, ladies. Donna Chabot says, hi, party can start. I'm here. Donna. Donna says, I just did a set of canisters. Donna just did.
Cool.
So we're doing that. And I am Crysta Little Glitter. I am no longer a retailer for anybody. I am not a retailer. We closed our shop yesterday. Today is the first day in 4 or 5 years. I've woke up and not had a job. It was awesome. I still have a job. I'm still content creating with you guys. I'm still doing videos. Still like working with the charity. And so I still got a lot of irons in the fire. It's just, I ain't got to go to a job. So that's awesome. So, and tonight is prep night. So I do have a question for everyone. And trust me, Stacy, you're getting ready to put on underneath the fire. We are getting ready to ask you a bunch of questions about the charity.
Okay.
Okay. But
I'm
I
ready for
have
you.
a question for my minions out there. I am thinking about I put together the puzzle, but I haven't glued it yet. So the puzzle's down here. Let me grab the box. Y'all know my love of Misbehave. All right. I was thinking about doing this in Misbehave. Okay. So that
Ooh,
color
nice.
with that. Or I have Raspberry Sorbet,
Ooh.
which is very pink. Or should I go more?
Is the raspberry
Oh.
the same color that you used on that piece that was in your shop the other day?
Misbehave is the one that was on the shop.
Oh,
the
yeah.
other day.
Yeah. That's
Misbehave?
gorgeous. Oh, yeah. It's
Okay.
kind of moody and cool.
And you know what the puzzle looks like. So I was thinking Misbehave, but you know. So I am going to be tonight, I'm going to be gluing, as if I can find them. I'm going to be gluing some effects on. And so since this is prep, I'm going to be gluing some effects on real quick. And then we'll be going. And let's see here. Donna gave hearts. Donna said woohoo. Donna said congratulations, Crysta. Tammy Marie Martin says I like both colors, but not a minion. Yeah, Austin went off to his room, so there's no minion tonight. I don't know. All right, Stacy. So tell us all about CROI.
Well, my name is Stacy Quinn. I'm here in Dallas, and I have been watching Whiskey and Women for a little over a year now. I've been a customer of Crysta's since for over a year because I do furniture restoration and painting and things like that. And if you know Crysta, then you know you go from customer to what can I do to help you, like really fast. She's just has that kind of heart. So when I came up with this evil plan to just kind of send a box to the ladies and kind of challenge them to do something different, I thought, well, I'm sure that they would do that, but I wonder if they would do it for CROI, which is something that's really near and dear to my heart. And when I asked Crysta, she asked the ladies, and immediately they said yes.
They
So
jumped on it. There was no hesitation. Just like when you asked me, it was, let me ask the ladies. And I asked the
Super
ladies
awesome.
And they said, when are we going to do it? There was no hesitation.
They're so awesome. So CROI is an organization that's been around for quite a while. The lady that started it, her name is Lucy Roberts, and she is from Liberia, born and raised in that area. When the Civil War broke out in the 90s there, it was just awful. Just horrific things happened to people. So she got out, but still had a heart to help those who were left behind. Especially the orphans and widows. So she started this organization and even before the organization was around, she was already sending funds overseas to help those people who were still there. So her heart really is to take care of people that are in Liberia. And I completely understand that most people in America want to take care of our own that are suffering and need help, and we should definitely do that. But I have been to Liberia twice to this particular orphanage and can honestly tell you that if we don't help take care of them, there is no one else. They are in the bush of Liberia, and they are near the Nyawang River, and it is near a place called Four Flags. So it is very, very remote. There is a highway that runs nearby, but I use the term highway loosely. So they've been around for a while, and their primary focus is an orphanage and a school. And when we say orphanage here in the States, you think of lots of children that are waiting for someone to come and adopt them. And that's really a different kind of, it's a different thing there in Liberia. This particular orphanage is not someplace that you would typically go and adopt children. It's a place where children who it's a better word to call abandoned. And it's not for lack of love. They may have extended family member who are out in the bush, but most families who are out in the bush eat one meal a day. So taking on an extra child or an extra couple of children from another family is just completely impossible. So food is definitely at a premium out there, just trying to feed your own. So that's really what the orphanage is about out there, is taking those children that don't have anyone else to feed and care for them, and then making sure that they have an education. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about CROI, but then before I do that, I just want to tell you why I've asked these ladies if they would donate their time, their talent, and then the treasures that they're making will be offered up for sale. And all of the proceeds will go to CROI. So the money that's being raised is not really going to be just for the care of the children, but they're trying to do something different. It's going to take a lot of money and a lot of effort. They do have a 4-room school out there. I think they may have added another room since I was out there. So they have a small school. But what they really wanted to do was take over that gap of children who've really kind of reached the 5th grade and they're ready to do something else, but there's nothing else out there. There are no opportunities. So they are going to be building a trade school, and that is something that's nowhere near. There are no other counties nearby or surrounding that have a trade school where people can actually go, children can go in and learn how to take care of themselves and learn different things that they can do to either make products or make things that they can sell or make things that they can use. But it's going to be something that's sorely needed out there, and there's nothing else like it. So it's a very big goal. They already have the foundation. So they've already put that effort and that faith in that we're going to we're going to be able to build this, but it's going to take a lot more. So I thought that the ladies might be interested to help raise money because the things that they're able to do, the supplies that they're able to get easily are things that the children in Liberia could never even dream of. Let me go get some paint and a brush. It's just not even a possibility. So that's a little bit about what they're doing.
Let me interject real quick, Stacy, because there is one thing I want to say about CROI. When Stacy was talking to me about CROI, and I went, "You're kidding me, right?" And she says, "No, 100% of what you donate goes to the children in Liberia. There are no administration fees taken out. Nobody's getting $1 million bonus where 10 cents on the dollar goes to these children. No. Everyone at the donation, the American level, is a volunteer, and no money stays for these volunteers. Everything goes to the children."
You're right, Crysta. Every single cent goes towards the children in Liberia. Even more so important than that, I think, is that all of us that love the kids and work so hard to make sure that they have what they need, and the board members that are involved with CROI, not only do they not get paid, they are the primary people who donate. So not only their time and talent, but as far as financial support, those that are on the board are the ones that generally keep things going financially.
So let me get to comments real quick. Let's see here. Amber Demakowitz is on. Hey, Amber.
Hey, Amber.
Everyone's saying hi to each other. They're talking about their challenge. They have a slackers challenge that they did. They had to, everyone had to complete a piece by the end of the month. Amber says that Liberia is in big need. Donna Trudeau says, "Ooh, I love your lampshade." So she's talking to you, Stacy.
Oh, thank you.
Loves your lampshade.
I have been wanting one of these. It's like it's got that texture there. It's stitched or whatever, it's got the felt or whatever. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's coming back.
I found that at an estate sale, and just the lampshade, and loved it. So I was so excited. Thank you for noticing.
So Amber's asking, is there something we can donate to, even if we just have a little? I know that in the description is the CROI website. You can make a donation there.
Absolutely.
Isn't something you wanted to say about donations?
Absolutely. So, I've done a little bit by gathering up some materials, and then these fine ladies gathering them together and getting them on board. But I wanted to do another contribution. So not only is it going to be available if you want to purchase one of the items, you can actually go to the website, www.croi.org. There's a big donate button right there. It's a very, very simple website. There's no bells and whistles or anything like that. So it's easy to donate. You can use credit card. You can use PayPal. We would love you to pieces if you were able to do something just a little bit every month and set it up as a reoccurring. But if you can do a one-time, we'll take anything, any little bit. So that being said, one moment, please.
Austin, can you put just Stacy on the screen, please?
Oh my, it's my face. So that being said, oh, Crysta, I hate being on camera so much.
Oh, this is pre-payback for what you're about to do to me next week. So this is pre-payback.
Yeah, Austin, she may not talk to me for a while.
Do a close-up, Austin.
No. I was telling the ladies, I said, I love y'all so much for doing this. I put all of the makeups on, all of them. So
all of them. Love it.
All of the makeups that I had. So my contribution to this is, if you want to make a donation between now and we'll give you 3 weeks to make a donation. We'll do a drawing at the end of 3 weeks. So it's 3 weeks into February, whatever that would be. We can count those days down. We'll do a drawing of those people who have donated to the CROI website. And we'll do a random drawing. And from that drawing, I will send them something. could be in a pizza box. You never know. But one of the things I really enjoy doing are those. I find it very peaceful. Are those dotted mandalas where you can just sit and dot and paint. So the winner of that will get this dotted mandala that I've done, and it's in copper
Stacey.
and turquoise, and it does have a little. It does have a little hangy thing on here, but this will be my prize to whomever. So if you make a donation and let's say $15 and above, then your name will go into the drawing. And what do you think, Crysta? I think if you do a donation that's more than 15, let's say in multiples of 15, if you do two, if you do $30, then you get your name in the drawing twice. Do you think that's fair?
That is completely up to you and your decision. And
I think that's fair.
I think that would be good.
Yeah. So you can have your name in the drawing multiple times. So can you take me off full screen? Because
she's dying. She's dying.
I'm dying. Okay. So just a tiny bit more, and I'll let the ladies go on with their projects. So just wanted to let you know, I've talked a little bit about the orphanage and the support that we do for the orphans, for the kids, for their school, and then also for the widows that are in the area. Owen Grove, which is not that far, a few miles away, they have a group of widows there, and they try to do as much as they can to help the kids. So we try, when we have a little bit of extra money, to help the widows over there. I've been to Liberia twice. I've been to the orphanage twice, and I can tell you that the widows there, if you've ever met a prayer warrior, I assure you, you've never met ones like these ladies. We asked them to come to the property one day while we were there to pray over the children, over the property, over the dormitories. And so they came in. I don't remember what time in the morning it was. And they started, and then they would sing for a while, and then they'd pray for a while. Then they'd sing for a while and pray for a while. They were there for hours and hours and hours and hours. And when they left, it's common for missionaries or for, when you're doing missionary work, to wear all white. So when they came, they were wearing all white garments, and they went into this room, and it was just swelling with emotion that you could feel in the Holy Spirit. And then when they left, I saw them walk. I have a picture of it. I saw them walking across the campus, if you will, or across the grounds out towards the road. And it was like warriors that had just done battle. I mean, it gives me goosebumps to think about them, just kind of washing across the property there and in their all white garments. And they were just devoid of anything else. They had left it all there. It was just amazing. So we try our best to help them as well. Food is obviously a primary thing out there. They are doing much better about being able to feed the kids more than a couple of times a day, which is great. And when the first time that we went out there, I told the ladies a story that I'll give you the briefer version of it, is that my first experience out there is they were helping to unload the vehicle. So there were 4 of us traveling from America to go and be there at the orphanage for a week or 10 days, whatever it was. So we had some food in the car with us. And when we got out of the car, all the kids ran to help us, unpack the vehicle. So they were all excited to see us. And I saw a couple of kids kind of grab something in the car, and then they ran around to the front of the car. And I was going to go around the front of the car and just kind of startle them, just kind of be funny and say, "What are you doing?" And when I walked around the front of the car, I stopped in my tracks and had to turn around so that I could cry and not let them see me cry. They were licking our food wrappers, our leftover, whatever was on the wrappers in the trash is what they were licking, because they were so hungry. And that's why I do what I do. That's why I try to raise money for these kids and help them as much as I can. So they have a large garden there. And so that's really helping with the food. But there are certain things in Liberia that are just very, very corrupt. And one of them is food. So when they try to get rice and things like that, which is a staple for them, There may be one company that kind of controls the price of rice, and they can just charge whatever they want to charge. So it's very expensive. I was also going to recount a story when the first time I went there, we had purchased a generator once we got there, and then you have to go into town to get gas, and comes in these jars that they basically siphon gas off of the gas trucks that go down the highway, and they filled large jars with them, and then that's what the people that are in the bush generally use. So we had gasoline for the generator, and so we are sitting outside with the generator. We had a little light up, and the kids were having a great time playing under the light, and there were bugs flying everywhere. And I noticed some of the kids kind of chasing down the bugs and playing with them, and then I saw a kid take a bug and put it in his pocket, and then noticed it again and thought, that's odd. Then when you weren't looking, they would kind of sneak off and turn around. They were eating the bugs as a source of protein. And these are really large beetles. They just would eat them. So they tried to offer me one, and I told them, oh no, I couldn't possibly eat a thing. I am full. So they decided to make a soup out of it the next day, and they're like, okay, would you like some soup? And I'm like, no, it's all yours. You enjoy that soup. It looks great. Bug soup. So
No bug soup. No bug soup.
No bug soup. They call those big large bugs, Miss Bug. What they call those are Billy Bonga, and they are huge beetles, and they make a soup out of them, and it does not look appealing. Does not look appealing. So I think I've covered everything that I had about that. Crysta, are there any comments? Does anybody have any questions about the organization that I can answer?
Well, take a breath and let me get to comments.
Yep.
Dan Williams is on. He just kind of did like a oh my god face emoji.
That's my brother. Hi, Bubba.
Hey, Bubba.
Hi.
I love your sister. Austin put in the comments, litter to glitter, to see more about CROI or make a donation, and the website is in there. It's croi.org. Amber says hi to me. Amber says that it could bugs could be a dessert pizza. Everybody got a kick out of that. Gina said that that's a beautiful story, Stacy. Amber says that's beautiful. Bug, everybody know what's Bug, what you doing? What's Bug doing? Yes, I want to know what Christina came up with too. Rhonda said that. Amber, and Gina says bless you. Stacy, Jackie says that is fascinating. God bless you. So Bug, you're gonna have to tell us what you're doing, because people are just dying. They want to know
A little bit. Come on, Bug. Just a little bit. A hint.
A
Just a
little
sneak
bit. No, I'm not gonna.
Oh, ouch. So
I'm doing a piece of art. That's all I'm gonna say. It's gonna be some type of an art piece.
Awesome.
So
next week, all of y'all that are online right now, please do us a favor. Click the share button, the like button, all that kind of stuff. And let's get as many people on next week as possible, because what I have in store for these ladies is epic. EPIC, epic.
because
amazing,
you love us so much.
disturbing. It is. I know, Crysta and I talked about it. I mean, she doesn't know the details of it,
What
but
do you mean we talked about it? I asked questions and you're like, I don't know, don't be scared. What do you need to know that for? You'll find out now on the 8th. You didn't tell me nothing. We did not have a conversation. Crysta asked a direct question. You avoided said question, and then now you're calling it a conversation?
And Shorty was so kind to try to give me some suggestions, but I
didn't
told him
tell
the
you
taser
Austin.
would be
A taser.
cruel. You can't use a
Thank God
taser.
I'm in Georgia. I would be a dead bug.
It'd be a bug zapper.
Yeah.
So next week, we are going to just recap just a little bit about what Crysta talked about a couple of weeks ago. So the evil minion, Austin and I have kind of been putting our heads together. And so these ladies are going to have a great time. They're going to really enjoy it. So we will have the Wheel of Doom. So basically every 3 minutes, there will be a new challenge for one of the ladies that they will have to do. Let's just leave it at that. So as they spin the wheel of doom, Austin will be drawing an envelope, and inside the envelope will be a little surprise for the ladies. And then on the wheel, there'll be some surprises as well. In
So can I
addition to that,
A question.
yes,
So
ma'am.
how much of our project needs to be done by next week? Because
Oh no, just whatever you want. Do whatever you want, because you'll need to be working on something for you to do these challenges with. Because
okay, I was like, yeah,
So-
how will we be able to work on something?
oh, you will.
Now,
So,
let me ask you a question. Do you think that next week we need to go longer than an hour?
We could, or we might be able to break it up into 2 segments. Whatever you think. Whatever you think.
I think
We'll
I
just
want
stick
out
with
as
an hour.
quickly as possible of these games.
I'm thinking 30 minutes tops.
But that is
Crysta
not
gets
enough
to
time
spend
to
some
show
time.
you how much I truly love you in 30 minutes. I can't do that. So they will have these challenges, shall we say, every 3 minutes. The wheel of doom will spin, and someone else will be selected to.
Is Austin going to be controlling where it lands?
No, but Austin will be controlling the envelope.
Oh, say okay. Because if you are controlling to where it lands, your mom.
So these ladies, y'all, if you're not a regular on here, let me just tell you, these ladies are super awesome. You know how you might have those friends or people that you know that when you're having a hard time, you call them and they jump in the truck and they're there. There's a country song about that. That's these ladies. You need something, they're going to be there for you. You get in a fight with somebody, you need somebody to come and defend you.
I mean, yes, I will. I will.
Crysta's packing, y'all.
She's packing. She'll be there for you. You're upset and you know, and you need somebody to voice your frustration in, let's say, a veritable cornucopia of curse words. Any one of these ladies can do that.
Us?
So
that whole curse word thing, that don't sound like us at all.
yeah,
No.
they kind of cuss like a sailor, but inside
Drunken Russian sailor, get it right.
a little bit. But inside they are squishy in the heart. And it is called Whiskey and Women for a reason. They are a little bit raucous. So there will be, if you are sensitive to people having a sip of something, you might want to prepare yourself for next week, because there could be a sippage of something from time to time
Okay.
for these ladies. And since I am not a fan of the camera, I shall be in the comments section. And one of my favorite parts, in addition to the game they're going to be playing, is if you've ever seen that show, Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yes.
Where Drew Carey gets to give out points randomly and take points away. That'll be me. So in the comment section between myself and my evil minion, aka Austin, I'll be noting anything that I find offensive, the color you've used. If I ask a question about your piece and I don't like the answer, you could get negative points. I can be sucked up to. So if you want to say anything nice about me, it would be a good opportunity to do that, because
I got a bunch of paint I'll give you.
Well, how
I have
big of a
points and I
donation
can
do I
take
have to make?
How many what?
How big of a donation do I need to make?
I need a
I'll
pizza
give you my
box.
number right now.
I need a pizza
Here,
box.
take my credit card. Take my credit card.
I will give it to you.
So these ladies will be working off of a point system as well, and I'll be in the comment section. So if you are online next week and want to help me with any comments, feel free to do so, and you can give me suggestions on points that should be added.
I just
or
want y'all
removed.
to know that y'all have learned more about this game, and I have learned more about this game in the last 5 minutes of her talking than I have in the last 2.5, 3 months of them preparing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What did we get into?
You know, if I told you too much, you might not have accepted my pizza box challenge.
Yeah, that's why she said it's for charity.
It's for the children, Bug. It's for the kids. They're
Exactly.
so cute. How
Okay,
could
let me
you
get
not
the comments.
They're cute.
Yeah, they are.
Uh-huh.
They're adorable. They're worth it. You're
Oh,
gonna.
speaking of adorable, I got my painting that the kids did. You know, y'all got one in your box. I got mine the other day.
Did you
Yeah,
get
what was yours?
This is Harris
Oh, wow.
Hole,
tilt it a little bit? Tilt it. There's a glare there from your ring light. Okay.
age
Oh, okay.
13. And guess what? His favorite thing is a dog.
Aw.
Is that a clock?
Clock.
They were
And
learning.
Stacy was telling me, okay, even though, you know,
Oh.
in America, we're thinking that really the kid is 13 and that's the best he can do. You know, you're thinking, what's going on? Stacy was telling me that when this was drawn, and she was there when this was drawn, was the first time, because they took art supplies to these children. This is the first time this 13-year-old had held these colors in his hand, and this is one of the first things he ever
Look at
drew.
those colors. Yeah. At first, I
They-
thought you said it was a dog, so that's why I had to ask. Was it a
No, he
clock?
said his favorite thing is a dog.
Oh,
I
his favorite
took,
thing is a dog.
Yes,
I
on the
took
back
art
it's got
supplies
his
and-
name, age, and it says his favorite thing is a
Oh,
dog.
did mine say what their favorite thing was?
I should. No, did you have the cup?
I
No,
have the cup.
Sue's was the cup,
Oh, okay.
I think.
mine is a house. It says picture Kai something 10, age 10.
Okay.
it
So they
pic-
may not have put down their favorite thing.
What is yours,
Um,
Bug? A house?
Yeah,
Yeah,
hers was the house.
And you
And
got the
yours was-
cup.
Yours was the cup.
Favorite
Right.
thing to do is read books.
Look, it matches. I
Age
think you just drew
12.
a picture on mine. Like they drew a picture.
Is
Maybe
that
that's what they were
blue
saying.
somehow, what we all got?
What? No. So when I took these art supplies to the kids, I had taken some oil pastels and some watercolors, and then I laid all the paper out on the ground, and they were able to draw what they wanted to, and then do watercolors. These children had never in their lives colored anything. Drawing for them is just to draw something with a stick in the dirt. The next day, I think it was, I brought out a puzzle, like a big puzzle, and it had the ABCs or something on it. So I said, okay, so we're going to put this puzzle together. I'm just thinking it's a puzzle. Kids know how to do a puzzle. They were so excited. They sat down. I said, okay, let's get started. They all took a piece and then put it in their pocket.
Oh,
No. We had to put them together. You have to put them together to make a picture. To them, it was a thing. They didn't know how to put together a puzzle. It was a thing that they could put in their pocket.
oh
And
my
so
gosh.
to work together to make a puzzle was a big deal for them. There were no school books. The first time I went there, there's one encyclopedia. I'm sorry, not encyclopedia. There's one dictionary that's in the neighboring village. And so ever so often they'll send a child to the neighboring village to go get the dictionary, which is huge. And then all the kids will have written out the words they want to look up. And so they bring the dictionary in and all the kids get to look it up. And then it goes back to the other village. So they share a dictionary with another village. But we are working to get more and more things there. The last time I went, we installed solar panels, which was huge. So they could have a little bit of light in the dormitories and things like that. So that was a big deal for them. But things have really improved there. We have some new staff that are taking care of the kids, and they have done amazing work to kind of take what we were able to bring the last time and do better things with it. So my dear Whiskey and Women friends, as you're painting your supplies or painting your items that will be sold, and then whoever buys them, just know that the supplies that these ladies are using, the paints that they're using, are something that would be a treasure to any one of those children, because it's just something that they're not used to. And I'm just so grateful to have someone. I've been buying my Dixie Belle paint and my transfers and my everything from Crysta, and she's been a wonderful mentor to me in my business. And I'm grateful to know her.
Let me ask you a
and
question,
to-
Stacy.
Yeah.
Is there any way that, I mean, I've got a lot of Dixie Belle paint. I would be very, very willing to donate some of what I have to go to those children.
That would be a great thought. So we are hoping to go back again in 2022, hopefully. And if we're able to go back, I'll definitely get in touch with you. There are certain things there that need to be painted on a regular basis because they have their rainy season and all of their buildings are made of mud brick. So they have to be painted in order to keep from disintegrating.
Right.
But the beds and things like that and the desks and all of those things, I can kind of look into that and see what might be needed.
Or what about shipping a box over there, or not just you taking?
Unbelievably expensive to send. If I wanted to send that pizza box that I sent to you guys, it would probably be about $250.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to send paint because I won't be able.
Yeah,
to
it's crazy expensive, and then you can't guarantee it's going to get to them.
How much room do they have when
So I'll be taking things, and I'll be definitely putting out a list on if you're not following Children's Rescue Outreach International, they do have a Facebook page. So if you could click and like that and follow that, I'll be putting out a list as we prepare to go and tell you what we need. I learned very quickly the first time I went out there that I can have these grand ideas of things I think I want to take that they would enjoy. But then once I get out there, you quickly see that they're looking at you. I mean, I wanted to teach them how to sew. And so they were going to make little stuffed animals out of that fleece stuff, that you used to make those little blankets out of. So, yeah, and we put stuffing in there, which was basically other little pieces of fleece. And then they stitched them up, and it was supposed to be like a doll or a squishy. And they looked at that, and they call me Marpoo, which is Marpoo means bright white woman. But that's what they call me. They either call me Arma or Marpoo. So they're looking at these things like, okay, you showed me how to stitch them. Now what do I do with it? I said, it's a levy. It's a levy. Like, they're like, I don't know what? I don't know what to do with this. Like,
sure she lets us know when she's going.
Yeah,
I don't eat it. I don't. What do I do with this?
Yeah,
so,
Shorty's right there off camera. And he
Shorty.
says that you definitely need to let us know when you go, because however much room you have in your cargo that you're taking, save us, because we're gonna send stuff. So
that'd be great.
I just need a list.
I'll definitely let you know what we need. As we get a little bit closer, what kind of supplies that we want to take. We would probably also want to take vitamins with us. Maybe some medicines, Band-Aids, things like that as well. So I'll definitely post the list, and my friends have been wonderful about making sure that I had things to take for the kids to play with. Anything that flies, whether it's a ball, whether it's one of those things that you zip it and it flies up in the air, a kite, anything that goes up in the air is a big, big hit out there.
Well, I'm gonna promise you, you let me know once you get ready to go and you get ready, and let me know how much room you got. Okay. My sister and husband are missionaries, and they go down to the interior of Mexico. My sister's husband's a doctor, so they get together with several doctors and they go down in. My sister is a social worker, so she talks to all the, the women and the kids and stuff like that. But yeah, they go down into the interior, and I help her and I'll help you. You let me know how much room you got, what you need. Make sure we get a list, and I'll tell you what I can cover. And I just don't want to get a bunch of stuff you don't even have room for.
Yeah, and weight is a really important thing because the luggage all has to be weighed.
Okay,
and I pretty much use all of my brother's luggage.
You trying to say I'm heavy?
Okay, go away. Let us.
So my initial thought, the things that I would want to take, I took a lot of paperback books last time, children's readers. So I'll probably take some more paperback books.
Coloring
I'll
books?
probably take, I'm sorry?
Coloring books?
No, because they really don't have crayons, but they love the word search books. Even the adults out there love the word search books. But paperback readers, that you would little kids.
Because hardback books would be heavier, so
that's heavy,
yeah.
I'm thinking dollar store books. So.
Exactly.
How about, for the kids, do they do any of the comic books and stuff?
What about comic books, like graphic novels?
That probably would be It probably would be all right, but we just have to be a little bit careful about the content because things that are not scary to us are frightening to them. Like the makeup that I did for you, Crysta, would terrify them.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm
So,
talking about like Superman.
we
Hulk.
just
He's
kinda
talking
have
about like
to-
Superman, Batman.
Yeah,
But see,
yeah.
they
That
might not
probably
even.
that'd
Okay.
probably
Probably
be
more
fine.
child type, not the typical comic book.
Right.
Right.
So
right.
let me get to comments.
I
And
do have a quick
Stacey, we're going to
question.
continue this conversation. And like I said, when you've got a date to go, we'll have you back on Whiskey and Women to talk about it. And we will do another, hey, if you can send this or if you can make a donation, I will help you in any way that I can with this because, for 13 years old, and that's the first time he touched some colors, that kid, you can tell. I mean, if a 3-year-old, because think about it, at 13 and he's never touched one, and that's the first time he's touched one, and he did that good.
Yeah.
That, what could he do with the ample supply?
Well,
so
yeah, and a lot of the 13-year-olds you would think would be aged out, but they could also be in the first grade
right,
because
Right.
they've never been to school before.
yeah. So
I have a quick question before you read comments because I need people to comment on this. I need to know, okay, for an art piece, colors. Do I need to go more muted or do people like more bright colors? Think of like my hummingbird piece.
Ooh.
Those
that
bright.
depends upon who's gonna buy it. That's
Right.
the
So that's
thing.
why I want like people just out of curiosity, which way would people lean? Kind of more muted or
It depends
go
upon where
for it?
I'm gonna hang it. If I like it and it's
Well, I know
muted,
that.
then
Duh.
it-
She
I would-
made it. You're gonna love it. Hello.
Are you more likely to buy something bright and cheery or a little more muted?
Is it going to be
All I'm asking.
Right.
So maybe in the
I need a
comment
bright and
section,
cheery or muted. That's all
Yeah.
I need to know.
in the comment section, y'all just put bright or muted so that she'll kind of know the general who's going
Yes.
which direction.
So, comments here real quick because I know it's been a while. I'm sorry, guys. I am getting to your comments. Gina says, bless you, Stacey. Jackie said, this is fascinating. God bless you. Okay, I did get to that point. God bless you, Stacey. I'll be praying for your organization. Gina said that she glittered this. Wanda said she shared it to several groups.
Thank
Amber
you.
says that yes, she's concerned about me being chased by a taser. Well, the thing is, if you saw my video the other day, we were in the shop. Stacey showed up to have a meeting with the evil minion that's sitting right there. And I was kicked out of the shop. I walked back in and Shorty's sitting there. And another friend of mine was up at the shop. And so she and I went walking around in the mall that we were in. And I was about ready to spend some money, y'all. I went into like the cowgirl. I was about ready to buy me some new jeans with the sparkles on. I was going to make my butt look like a chandelier. All right. I was getting ready to get the jeans with the crystals on the butt. You know what I'm talking about? And I was just going to get the bedazzled jeans. And then it hit me. My husband is talking with Austin and Stacey, and I got kicked out. So I ran back over there.
She
And that's
did.
when
She
that
was like,
video
I'm
happened
like, what's
because
she running for?
yeah. And I was like, it hit me.
She comes
Shorty's
sliding in
now
like third
involved.
base.
Shorty's now involved. And so I went bolting back to the store. I never did buy my chandelier butt jeans. Anyway, so that's when that video happened. So, yeah. So that's what we're talking about because one of the things that Stacey threw out, because, my husband does personal protection, was that I was like, I'm not going to get tased, am I? And so she said, maybe. That was my answer. Gina says this is going to be epic. When can we bid?
Ooh, good
When they're
question.
done. Next week, right?
Yeah.
No, it'll be about 2 weeks after.
Well,
Okay.
do you have it on the website that people
Week
can?
3?
What, Crysta?
I'm just not sure how we're going to do the auctioning off. Do they go to the CROI website and, we'll have a Crysta, a bug, and a Sue
Oh,
auction?
you know what? I have an idea.
Uh-oh.
Have them go out and like and follow the Children's
CROI?
Rescue Outreach International Facebook page. And if they click like and follow on that, we will post the finished product on each one will have their own text.
Okay.
And then they can go in and say what they would bid for it. And then we'll
Okay.
close, we'll announce when the bidding will close, and then we'll pick the final bidder. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like a silent auction through the Facebook page, their Facebook page. What I will do is I will share it on my business page. I'll share it on my personal page. I'll make sure it gets shared into Whiskey and Women as well.
Great.
And I'm sure Bug and Seal will do that as well.
I've got a question. Stacy, I've been wondering, because I've done a little research on Liberia, and is it true that there's about 100,000 orphans?
You know, I don't have numbers on that, but I know that in that area, there are a lot of them. And like I said, kind of at the beginning, an orphan out there is really, doesn't mean that they don't have family somewhere. It just means that they are abandoned and can't be cared for. So it's a little bit different of a description of an orphan that we wouldn't necessarily think of here in the States. So I would say, definitely. I mean, when you get into the city, if you go into Monrovia or something like that, they're just everywhere. They just don't have a place to go. And then out in the bush as well, they may stay with a family, but like I said, you know, they could stay with a family, but then the family can't feed them.
And it's very Americanized too, correct? That area.
What's that?
Liberia is supposed to be very Americanized. They fly our flag, and
No. Their flag looks a lot like our flag, but no, they don't. They are very proud of the fact that they are independent and not really run by anybody else. So they're very proud of their own flag. It looks like ours. It looks a lot like ours.
And see,
it looks, if I remember correctly, it looks like the Texas flag.
That's one of the things that I loved about what we're doing with this challenge and what this organization is trying to do is that they're trying to build a trade school. So the kids that are like in the cities that are on the streets that are eating out of trash cans, they're not going to get job skills and they're not going to improve their lives. Right. The children that are with this organization that are in this orphanage that go through this trade school are going to be taught a trade and they can become business owners. They can, you know, get a job in a factory. They can be farmers. They're going to be learning trades and they're going to be learning skills that will help them.
They have a fighting chance.
Give them a fighting chance. And that's this charity. I'm sorry, guys, I'm getting kind of, this charity has really become a part of my heart. And I didn't even know about it until Stacy, you know, mentioned it to me. And hey, do you want to do this challenge? And I looked into them, and the fact that the boards are, you know, volunteer.
Yep.
The fact that 100% goes to, I mean, because here in America, the VIPs and the, you know, VP and whatever president.
Yeah, the corporate big shots.
$1 million a year, and like 10 cents goes to who actually needs it. And the fact that these people are donating their time, their effort, their energy, their own money, and 100% of the money is going there means a lot to me.
I mean, each person, each one of us that goes over there, we're responsible for raising our own money to get there. It's not like CROI funds us to get there. We go there with money to help. You know, we raise money while we're here to even get there, you know, and take time off our jobs. And that was the thing is that, you know, when she even told me, because I didn't even know she'd been to Liberia twice. And we were talking and she's like, yeah, I've been there twice and we're hoping to go again this year. And I'm like, who paid for the trip? She's like, we did. I'm like, you paid for your trip? Yeah. Airfare, travel, taxi from the main city to the orphanage. We paid for all the supplies that we took with us and donations from like direct, like we're going to do like, hey, do we need a box of crayons? And somebody sends you a box of crayons, whatever it is, they took it with them. No one like was like, here, take this with you. They, Stacy and her husband did everything that they took with them, and they paid 100% of their own. So and that's what I'm saying. Typically when we go over there as well, I'll go over there with the max as far as luggage goes. And my brother can attest that I'm like, look, you're a dude. You need one bag. What are you gonna do with the other bag? So I'll load up his bag as well. And he'll take, you know, whatever I've, you know, been able to gather up, and we'll stuff them to the ounce, trying to get them, you know, to pass through and to go through. But the first time my husband picked me up, I came back and I had a carry-on, and he's like, where's your luggage? I'm like, you learn when you go out there, you leave it. You leave your luggage, you leave your clothes, you leave your underwear, you leave everything, because they can use it and I can get more clothes.
Right.
So you basically come back with your essentials and everything else stays there, including the luggage.
So I guess that I'm looking at the comments because I'm trying to get through comments because we've already been on close to an hour. I guess this is when they were telling us the rules for next week. And Eva girl was like, Sue's face is cracking me up, laugh out loud. Wanda said, Amber, look at all their faces. Gina said, yeah, they're awesome. Gina said, they're my tribe. Gina says, look at Austin trying to get brownie points, coming in, sitting on the bench and hugging me. I know right? What point that was. Oh, by the way, Austin went for his job interview until he gets in the military. I told him he had to get a job. And he went for his interview this morning. He starts Friday morning after the ice apocalypse.
Yeah,
He starts Friday morning at 9:30. So everyone's talking about it's awesome, Crysta, love it. Those are so precious. I love all the pictures that were drawn. Some people were tagged. Thank you for tagging your friends, guys. I appreciate it. Amber says, makes me feel horrible for griping when I don't have my Gatorade.
Yeah,
When I sat down and I talked to Stacy and she opened my eyes, the fact that like Bug's picture that was drawn was a house, because that's what they all want. The fact that Sue's picture is a cup, and that is one of the most amazing things that they could get, is like a ceramic cup that is constant and water in it. Not Dr. Pepper, because that, I won't drink anything other than Dr. Pepper. It's a completely different lifestyle. Mm-hmm. And back in the late 80s, 1980s, shut up, I know I'm old. I went to Chad during their civil war, and I was in N'Djamena in Chad in Africa, and the stuff that I saw as a teenager over there was like, whew. So it's definitely a perspective changer.
Yeah.
Amber says that she's sitting there crying for these children. And honey, trust me, if I wasn't on camera, I'd be crying too, but I've already had my cry because I've already talked to Stacy about it. Gina says that her heart is breaking for these kids. Amber says, my daughter is a doctor and does mission trips to orphan homes in India. It's sad. I'm in a lot of countries. It makes you think of what we have here. Absolutely. Yeah. Bug, Tammy girl said bright colors, hummingbird piece stunning. Gina said bright colors. Tammy says, I love cheery, colorful for my artwork. Amber says bright. Wanda said, my granddaughter has been to Ecuador on several missions. The last one, she had t-shirts made. She designed and sold them and took the money to buy blankets for them. There's an idea for you, Stacy.
That is a good idea.
Yeah, that's a great idea. So if anybody watching that does t-shirts that want to kind of maybe help out, I will hook you and Stacy up together.
Yeah.
And absolutely. Amber says my daughter has donated all of her medical service and paid herself to go to India herself. Somebody said, congrats on your job, Austin. I know, Amber says her heart is breaking for these kids too. Amber said she didn't take the t-shirts. She sold them and took the money to get the blankets and everything that they needed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So absolutely. So Buggy. Can
we have another peek, Bug? Come on. Just a little bit.
Put Bug up.
Just a little tease.
Everybody, Bug.
Bug.
Yeah, as I just sprayed and kind of went crazy with it. I'm starting with bright colors.
Ooh.
Oh, I see where it's going.
Yeah, I'm gonna layer and layer and layer and layer and layer, and you're just gonna have to wait till next week. I may do sneak peek videos during the week. We'll see.
Ooh.
That's cheating.
Why?
What?
Why is a sneak peek cheating? Just how it's going.
Well,
are we not supposed to?
Yeah, you can do sneak
Ask
peeks.
the judges because I am not in control of this train. Okay.
Well, then shut your face, Grandma. No.
Oh,
It's starting already.
Honey, bring me my purse. Austin, give me my keys. I'm driving to Georgia.
Sorry, that is from the Practical Jokers, and that's one of our favorite lines in the house. Somebody said something, and shut your face, Grandma.
Under the corn.
she's gone. She's gone. She's on her way.
I'm dead. I'm about to get tased.
She's gone.
Krista, I love you. Come back. I love you.
You're too late. You're too late, Bug.
I'm probably dead now.
Where are my keys?
Seriously, that's
All right.
Look, she's hurting.
that was a
Oh my goodness.
It was a TV line, Krista. Come back. Come on. You got this.
Oh, you blew it, Bug.
I'm sorry. Krista,
So how are you going to incorporate your challenge items? Are you going to give us a hinty hint?
I'm painting with these right now.
What is that?
This is my my bird feeder.
Oh, okay.
So I'm applying my paint. Now y'all just saw me like spray and do this right here. But yeah, I was literally basically spatula painting with it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So I'm using it for texture and that sort of thing.
Okay.
Seriously,
that
where's
works.
Krista? Krista, come back.
Krista,
gone.
come back.
No, she's not.
Yes, she is.
Why?
What do you think?
Oh no.
Are you serious?
She gone.
No.
You're going to hear a knock on your door.
Yeah.
Y'all, seriously, Krista.
Krista, come back. We'll never let go. I can tell you.
Austin, dude, there you, Krista. Don't do that to me, girl.
Oh no, my keys, my purse. I went in, I grabbed my keys and my purse. I had to ask him where my keys were. I was on my way, and Shorty's like, "Baby, you know you got your specialist appointment tomorrow. You can't drive to Georgia in the ice storm."
Yeah, you don't have 18 hours.
No,
She's about to come kick my butt.
no, it's 11 hours from my doorstep to hers.
She'll be
That
there
was Dr.
live.
Pepper.
It's 11 hours from my doorstep to hers. I googled it.
Listen, Linda. That was the TV line I did.
Tammy
Matt,
Murray
send
Martin
you
said,
the clip.
oops, she left a Dr. Pepper, lol.
Tammy says, "Laugh out loud." She left her Dr. Pepper. It's okay. I would have stopped at the key.
She's got a cooler in the car. She stopped up today.
Oh yeah.
She's ready.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's like, "Baby, you got your specialist appointment tomorrow, and the ice storm's coming in. And are you sure?" No, I actually reverse stripped that, by the way, because I had family that lived here in Weatherford, Texas, and I was living in Atlanta, like 5 miles from where Bug lives. And there was a situation with my sister-in-law and her husband, and he did something he should not have done that was knockout worthy. And my son, who is now, he's almost 22, was an infant. And I literally handed Austin to my husband, his dad. I got in the car. I drove to Weatherford, Texas. I knocked on there. I rang the doorbell. Her husband opened the door. I punched him. I got back in my car and drove back to Georgia.
Good Lord.
I'm telling y'all, these women right here, you don't mess with them. Don't mess with them. You want them on your side. I say
Like,
that, and then I'm going to torture
Stay
them
on my
next
side,
week.
Krista, please. I love you. I love you.
You know I love you too. By the time I would have got there, we would have laughed about it.
Probably.
But Anne from Indiana does a lot of crochet, and she wants to know, what about crochet blankets? If she were to crochet blankets, could you take those?
Yeah, and that is a great question. That's one of the things I've been pondering, but it had to be super lightweight because it's always hot there. So it'd have to be kind of a
Not
lightweight,
bulky.
like baby blanket kind of thing, but very narrow because each single bed sleeps 2 children. They sleep 2 to a single bed. So I
So
was
it would
thinking
have to be at
each
least like
child.
a full or like a little bit less than a queen size width for the bed, or is it like a twin size bed?
It's a twin bed and it sleeps two
Yeah.
children.
Okay.
So for them to have a blanket of their very own would have to be pretty
It'd be
small.
like a little baby blanket.
Yeah, but long
Literally.
enough for them. Yeah. And then the other thing, Crysta, I was thinking about doing, and we'll know more as we get a little bit closer, is doing cups. The cups that have like the handle that kind of comes off of them, like like a bowl cup, if that makes sense.
Yes.
That would
Like
be
plastic?
stackable.
Plastic
Yeah, plastic.
or metal.
My question is there any, I mean, I know that this is going to sound like I am so redneck, but I'm just thinking that what about if I sent, the red Solo cups to us, they're disposable, but if we could send, because of the weight and how many you get in a package.
Yeah.
And, if they've got 200 of them and they treat them with so much respect because, a cup is something, it's not like us that we're just going to toss it away. And if they do happen to break it, then they can get another one. Because of like a ceramic cup or, one of those.
They have the aluminum ones, the ball.
Oh, good idea. The lightweight aluminum ones.
Yeah. Let me talk to Lucy about that and see, because she would know better, like what would be helpful. But what kind I'm talking about? They're a cup. They're almost like an oversized coffee cup, and it kind of has like a little hook on the outside that you could use kind of as a bowl cup, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm thinking, but I'll check with Lucy and find out, and we'll know more as we get
And
further down
have
the
y'all
line.
ever thought about if you do collect stuff? Have you ever thought about finding stuff on Amazon and creating an Amazon wish list for the lightweight things that people around all over the country can send directly to you?
I did have a friend, because I took little tiny sewing kits last time, and I thought I just needed them for the girls, but then realized that they don't care over there whether they're a girl or boy. I'm doing something and they get to make something and have something, and so they all wanted to do it. But there was something else I was asking. Oh, it was the art supplies, and I had a friend of mine. She just Amazoned the pastels to me and the watercolors, so I got all the things that I needed. But we'd have to wait till we get a little bit closer, just because it's rare that we actually get to go.
Right.
And storing those kind of things, you don't know what they're going to need
Oh,
next
right.
time. But
Right.
that's a great idea. Is
But if
making
you
a
get
wish list.
closer, that'd be awesome.
That's a great. I'm going to write that down.
And also, Stacy, I don't have the storefront anymore. I'm just doing content creation and, painting for what I want now and with what I want now. So I've got extra time and I can help.
Okay.
So, guys, we need to wrap this up. We've been going over an hour. Like, wow.
7.
So be prepared next week to go at least minimum an hour with challenges every 3 minutes and drinking and trying to finish this stuff up and everything else. So be on the lookout. Please share with your friends. Stacy, give us one more wrap up about CROI, the short version, and
So
then we'll wrap everything
you guys make sure that you invite everybody you know to attend next week, whether they are on I think, aren't you on Twitch too, Crysta?
up. Twitch, Twitch,
YouTube.
this
YouTube,
streams to
Facebook.
Twitch,
Yeah. So
Facebook, and YouTube.
if you go out to her page on the Litter to Glitter page, is that right, Crysta, where you can get the link for the
Yes,
event?
it's in the description of this video is CROI.com.
Yeah. So go to find the link for the next video, for the one next week, and make sure that your friends have that, and share the website information, which is croi.org. And so that's CROI. If you want to join the Facebook group for CROI, it is Children's Rescue Outreach International. And I'll ask Austin to put that in there as well. And that particular Facebook page is where I think the ladies are going to post final pictures of their items, and
We are
you'll be able to
sending
bid
you
on
our
those items.
pictures, and you are going to post them, and then we are going to share your
Right.
posts from CROI on all of our pages.
And then starting today, if you want to make a donation to CROI, if you'll go to the website, it's easy to donate, PayPal, credit card, we take all those things. If you want to donate, any donation over $15 will get your name in the drawing. And if you do multiples of 15, then you'll get your name in the drawing multiple times. And the winner of that will get this wooden disc that I've painted. So it's done kind of in copper colors and turquoise and ivory, if you can see that very well. So that's what the winner will get. So you have a chance to purchase an item that one of these three lovely ladies are making, or you can just donate out of your kind heart, which we will be grateful for. And you'll have a chance to win this painted thing, and I'll mail that to you at my own expense. We are going to ask that if you purchase something from the ladies and you are the winner of that particular item, we are going to ask that you pay for shipping, so that these lovely ladies who have already given of their time and talent would not have to pay for shipping. So we'll ask that you please coordinate that with them as well.
Okay, so go ahead, Sue. Hold on, let me get to comments because there was a couple. Yeah, Amber says, Bug, that's my sweetheart you talking about. When I walked out. Gina says, no, don't mess with these ladies. Amber said plastic or lightweight metal with handle. Yes, aluminum one is what she was talking about. And so Amber asked, so when it gets closer, can we have you on again? Absolutely. Stacy will be back on. It might be one of those nights that maybe I'll have Stacy in my coming along studio here at my house, or I may be over at Stacy's house. You might see us on camera together. And because Stacy is about 20 minutes away from me.
Yep.
And so we will definitely have Stacy before you go back to Liberia. We will definitely have you back on and try to get you any and everything that you need for these kids.
Y'all are the best. Thank you so much.
Austin put in the CROI or to make a donation. Jackie White Garrett says that she loves the 3 starts. Tammy says the blue is gorgeous, Bug. Stacy, all the things you're mentioning is wonderful. We'll be praying and following along to see how we can help. So, Sue, go ahead and wrap up and tell them what you about, girl.
All right, I'm Sue, coming to you from my ice cold basement here in Sevierville, Tennessee. I'm located inside the Fleet Traders Paradise, 1907 Winfield Dunn Parkway. I am a premier Dixie Belle retailer, and I sell custom painted furniture.
And so, Buggy.
Yes.
Tell them what you about, girl.
Okay, I am Christina, aka Bug. I am an elite Dixie Belle retailer. I have 2 booth locations. One is at 1477 Roswell Road at the Merida Antique Mall, and the second one is at Holly Market at 5101 Suite 2 in Canton, Georgia. That's where you can find all my Dixie Belle goodness as well as my painted pieces of furniture. And so far, got some colors coming.
Ooh, like that.
That
So
is
we'll be
pretty,
working with
Bug.
some bright, colorful, crazy, abstract something is what we're going for. And you can also find me, hopefully I have to schedule, but I should be going live again next Monday on Chalk Paint 101 at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you can find me there too.
And I am Crysta with Litter to Glitter, coming to you from my trying to get put together studio. We still got a lot of stuff to move out of the shop and move here, but it's coming along great, guys. And I will be popping on probably in the next couple during the ice apocalypse, Snowmageddon in Texas in the next few days. I might be popping on as we're still working in the studio. And I am, you can catch me every other Friday on the Miss Lillian's page. And I will see you guys very, very soon. Not this Friday, but I will definitely see you guys on Tuesday for part 2 of What the Heck Did I Agree To? I mean, the challenge night where my son, the Eagle Minion Austin, will be putting me through birthing pains again, I think would have been easier than what's going to happen on Tuesday.
Hey, Crysta, plug your ears for just a second.
Don't do
Just
it.
for a second. Just
Rewatch
plug
the
your ears
live.
for just a second. Okay,
Oh,
are
yeah,
y'all
she'll
listening?
rewatch the live.
Are y'all listening?
Rewatch the live.
No, she can't. She won't do that. Okay, y'all
Yes.
listening? If you haven't already, you want to put this on your calendar and be there next week, because these 2 ladies are going to have a great time. Crysta, on the other hand, it's going to be scary for her. I just want to tell you. Shh, don't tell her. Okay.
You're good.
Okay. Austin just gave me the thumbs up that I could, start listening again. And he was off to the side looking at me to make sure that my fingers were in my ears and I didn't hear anything.
No fair watching the replay either, Crysta.
No, watch the replay.
That's after next week.
Okay, so if you're on here and you're answering questions, Sue, Stacy, Bug, it's your responsibility to watch this and answer questions this week because if y'all not allowed to watch it, then y'all got to take over answering.
You can read the comments and answer. You just don't have to watch it.
Yeah.
I'll see you in 11 hours and 42 minutes, Bug.
Bring it.
Oh, look at her. Bring it. No, I can't.
I got your
my
fireball
specialist
in the
appointment
freezer.
tomorrow.
We're good. Let's go.
All right. Well, we will definitely see you guys back here next Tuesday, 1 week from tonight, as we finish or we do more on these boxes and we do the challenge night. And then we'll have more surprises for you guys. I know. Mine says, no peeking, Crysta, bad girl, no. Over here it says, nope, no, nope, no peeking and retaping. Don't act
I
like you
opened
weren't
mine.
thinking about it.
You opened it?
No, it said no
I'm
peeking
kidding.
and
I'm kidding.
retaping. Don't act like you weren't
I'm
thinking
kidding.
about it. That's what my envelope says.
See? I'm touched.
Okay.
It does
Okay.
look, and it does look like it, has not been tampered with. Okay, I'll approve that.
Do you want to run it over to your house tomorrow so you can visually inspect it? Maybe,
My minion shall take care of that for me.
Yes, dear.
I love you ladies so much. Thank you for playing along with this nonsense and shenanigans. I hope everyone had a great time. I'm looking forward to next week, and
I'm not.
Crysta,
Yes, I am too. I can't wait.
Everybody
hope Crysta
stretch
still-
and hydrate.
I hope Crysta still talks to me after next week.
I hope Kristen talks to me after this week.
Thank you,
All
ladies,
right,
so
my loves,
much.
we will talk to you guys soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.